I felt really lonely during lockdown. I know that's a really selfish thing to say because everyone felt lonely and, there are probably other people who felt lonelier than I did. But yeah, I felt really lonely.
Is it just me, or does it feel like everyone's dating each other nowadays? Like, just because it's the end of high school doesn't mean it's a reason for you all to start banging each other, am I right? I'm sitting in the dining hall, my friend to my left, snogging his girlfriend. Well, not actually snogging, that's an over-exaggeration, but you get the gist. I can tell he doesn't want me to be here. He keeps glancing in my direction, looking at me doing Sudokus on my phone, and you can tell he just wants to shout, "Tom, you're blocking my sexual conquest." But he would never say that. I can tell his girlfriend doesn't appreciate me either. I'm the little tag-along. I'm the backpack full of shit they wish they left at the hotel. Same thing happens in the library. There's the two silently fingering each other, the two listening to music together, and the two in the back who no one ever expected to date, but you're happy they found someone. It's all a bit lonely. This isn't me being salty, by the way. All I'm saying is that it's a bit depressing when I'm the only person who doesn't have banging on their to-do list. But that's fine, because I don't need pesky high school romance. Because on this day, I officially pledge that I will meet and marry movie actress Emma Watson. You know, from the Harry Potter films, or Beauty and the Beast, or the bling ring. I like the bling ring. Why Emma Watson? Well, she's attractive, that's a good start. And I've watched enough of her BuzzFeed videos to know that I'd get along with her pretty well. One time she made a joke and I laughed, and that feels like we're made for each other. Just ignore the 13-year age difference and the fact she's a Hollywood celebrity and, the fact she's probably dating someone. That hardly matters. Look, what does matter is that nothing happening now means anything because I know I'm going to end up with her. I don't need to worry about people living their coupley little lives and the fact that, I'm not part of it because I know I'm going to win in the end. Right now, I don't need to do anything. I don't.
Yeah, gotta know what's in calendar. Not sure what to make of her. Yes, she's cute, but she's probably out of my league. Is it weird to say that you love something that hangs over you? Yeah, it does, but not in a vaguely sexual way. Is it weird to say that you care? Is it weird to say that I like your hair? I wish you continue not to notice me. So the photo that she performed on, she's honestly think that it's quite hot, but I don't think she will start to notice me. So I got it in my Western calendar, not sure what to make of her, but one day she will learn to love me. And everything she says and does, it warms my heart, I feel with love, and I know that everything will be okay. Yeah, it'll be okay, because I've got her. She doesn't know it yet, but I got her. We can dance inside if you want, in the rain we can chant, if you want to. Maybe not in the mood for that. We can cuddle inside and stare at cats, or anything else that you're into. Still weird to say that you care. Still weird to for you.
When I was younger, I used to imagine like alternate universe arcs of my life. Possible storylines, I guess. And like one of them was when I was younger, I used to imagine that all of my friends would suddenly start hating me. For whatever reason, they would all decide, screw Tom, we hate this man, and leave me alone. But then, coincidentally, that same day, 2 new people would join school. A guy and a girl. Leo and Rosie. Leo would be really kind and funny and we'd share the same interests. Knock knock. Who's there? No bell. No bell who? No bell on the door, so I had to knock. And Rosie would also be really funny. We'd have the same sense of humour and, you know, knock knock. Who's there? The cow says. The cow says who? The cow says moo. They'd become my best friends, and we'd be this tight little super group. They'd be such social butterflies that they'd convince everybody I was cool again, but no one would replace them as my actual best friends. I don't know why I thought about them so much. I don't really think about them anymore. I'm walking down the road from my house as I cross through traffic. My earphones are in, so I'm fully immersed in the music blasting, so I don't notice that I'm walking down the road from my house, crossing through traffic. I'm fully immersed in the I'm walking down the road from my house, crossing traffic. My earphones plugged in, so I'm fully immersed in the music blasting. So I don't notice a random passerby who I accidentally bump into. I apologise profusely and run off quickly, only taking a second to glance behind me and see that it's a beautiful girl, looking to be about the same age as me, wearing a hoodie with a community logo on it. My favourite show. This may sound dumb and slightly weird, but is that a community logo on your hoodie?
You know Community.
I'm assuming you do then.
Might be surprising, but yeah. Is this going to suddenly get really awkward when you start ranting to me about how bad it is?
You know, now that you've brought it up... She rolls her eyes, but her smile tells me it's in a joking way. I'm Tom.
I'm Emma. It's nice to meet you.
I should probably ask, but where are you heading to?
Oh, I'm just on a walk. Nothing fancy. You? I'm guessing you're not just creepily following me.
Just on a walk too. I normally go this way.
Sure.
You want some company?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, let's talk about a guy who's much better than you. Since 2003, he's been my OG dude. My real number one, he's always looking out. If trouble's around, you know he'll shout.
He's blue like the ocean and his many waves. He's blue like the rain that falls into your face. He's blue, both his color and his real name. He's blue, the single greatest man created. He's blue. Whoa. He's blue. Yeah, yeah. He's blue. Don't fuck with him. He's blue. He's blue. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we could watch some shows together, have some fun. 'Cause I've been alone lately, and I think you could be the one. I need someone to share these thoughts with, share my emotions, be in my motions. You could be the one. Would you join me tonight? Just the two of us and my childhood teddy bear.
have any childhood teddy bears? I ask her. She pulls out her phone and shows me pictures of a small yellow bear called Barry. Hardly creative, but who am I to judge? I smile. She grins back. This is walk number 6 and everything feels right. I put my hand on top of hers and she tilts her head towards me. We kiss for the first time. My granddad always told me that technology was rotting my brain, that if it was to be taken away from me, I'd have serious withdrawal symptoms. It was always the iPods. He always blamed it on the iPods. Even after I stopped using an iPod about 10 years ago, he kept going on about them like it was the only one he knew. Technology lets you communicate with everyone in the world at once, and it's hard not to feel like a little speck in the universe when you're on it. I am one of 186 million daily active Twitter users. That is a big number, one I can't even begin to imagine. I can't even begin to comprehend. I don't really tweet. I don't think I'm funny enough for 186 million people to see and judge me. I don't post on Instagram either. I don't think my life is cool enough for the 300 people who follow me to see. I don't think they'd care. I see some people's Snapchats and they're absolutely blowing up. Dozens of messages from people they don't even care about, and I used to celebrate whenever I get one. But now, when someone messages me, even if it's the only notification I have, I'll leave it. I just won't open it. I don't know why, I just won't. I can't bring myself to engage in that conversation. It's not that I dislike the person texting me. It's not that I'm scared. It's just that I'll leave it. I see it and I leave it. I don't know why.
Let's talk about iPods real quick. They're the home of your DMs, real slick. Basically a metal slab, real brick. Take a photo of the wall, real pic, yeah. I don't think they're a very good invention. I think Tim Cook needs an intervention. I don't think they're a very good invention. We should throw them into another dimension. Hey, hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, 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 we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey. Open Twitter and check the timeline. It's so full of negativity and guidelines of how I should be living my life. Just according to this cartoon picture, I'm not doing life right. I'm making toast wrong, eating pancakes wrong, cutting apples wrong, talking to people wrong. My brain is wrong, somebody said I'm wrong, talking to ghosts wrong, reading a book wrong. Maybe we should burn the iPods. Hey, hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, 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 we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey, we should burn the iPods. Hey.
We're a month or so in. My friends have been asking a lot of questions about Emma, so I decided it was time to hold a little introduction party. It feels like I'm about a presenter to a council, a judging panel who are all going to decide whether or not I can keep seeing her. I'm a little worried, but I also know there's no way she'll mess it up, or there's no way they won't love her. The two of us come in together, and there's 2 friends already there. She immediately compliments one of them on their hair, and suddenly everything is perfect. They all laugh at her jokes, they all constantly tell me about how great she is. She's won them over. It was 2 seconds in before I already started to wonder how she pulled that off. It was 2 seconds in before I was already in awe of her. Of how perfect she is, of how she can do that. of how she can get everyone to love her immediately without even trying. I question how, out of everyone in the world, I ended up with her. She amazes everyone. She amazes me. She's out of this world. Fuck.
In this room, I don't feel lost. Anything is possible. You can come in with an inanimate figure and it becomes the hero of some grand story. In this room, when left to only my own devices, it's somewhat hard to feel lonely. Narrative after narrative, character after character, it all lives in this room. Outside of this room, I don't know what to expect. You can't predict what other people will do. They don't live life according to some rules. They don't perfectly nail everything you want them to nail. Outside of this room, I can't control what's going to happen. There's so many variables, so many other people. I can't account for all of it. I'd rather just be by myself for a minute.
We're stargazing. Our hands are interlocked. I can feel a warmth matching the fire in her heart. I wish every day was like this. Just the two of us, immersed in the moment, enjoying the spectacle with the person who means the most to us. I wish she was here with me. I put an arm around her shoulder, still pretty clueless about how to actually initiate the romance. But she smiles. She laughs, not at me, but with me, and puts her head on my shoulder. I love you, she says. I wish I had a warmth. I say it back. I wish every day was like this. I wish I had a laugh. I'm just in this room.
They'd all be better off without me. These thoughts begin to spiral, begin to overtake the good ones. These thoughts now, they're overwhelming. I can't see a sunshine in sight. I feel like the night is overwhelming. The tears start to fall at the beginning of every day. I'm clinging on to a sense of hope, a comfort character I know, who will never see me or even begin to notice. I'm starting to lose that sense of hope. They're not with me, and it's starting to show. I think the people would be better off without me. I think I'm just a burden, a nuisance through and through. I think the people would be better off without me. I feel like I'm bringing them down. I feel like I'm letting them down. I think that life would be better off without me. I think I'm just a burden, a nuisance through and through. I think that life would be better off without me. I feel like I'm bringing them down. I feel like I'm letting them down.
Life will not be better off without you. Life is even better now cause we have you. So please don't let you get you down, cause you're absolutely perfect. Your flaws are your greatest strength. Don't let life around you get you down. Your imperfections make you perfect. Just hold on and believe in yourself. People wanna talk to you. People wanna see you smile. People wanna laugh with you. Don't you see? They all love people aren't with you now if they feel like an abstract concept. Just know that they're out there, they're getting closer. So keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up, my friend. They're willing to sacrifice their free time for you, for you, for you.
On this day, today, I'm officially ending my pledge to marry Emma Watson. Maybe one day we'll meet, and who knows, maybe she'll even like me. But right now, I can't just imagine social contact. I can't. It's scary, because how am I supposed to know that something will come after this? I've been relying on people who aren't even real, abstract concepts, to be the one to guide me through life. How do I know that there's someone out there who will do what Emma did for me? Put that smile back onto my face. No one knows me better than me, and when I'm in control, everything can go right. But when other people are involved, it's not that simple. I guess a good start would be to answer some of those texts. At least one. But I can't expect myself to suddenly become a master of social interaction and click on every notification that pops up. I can't expect myself to suddenly stop imagining possible scenarios to focus purely on the reality immediately. But I also can't expect Emma Watson to suddenly walk around the corner and hopelessly fall in love with me. But I can hold on. Let someone else take the reins on my life and see what happens. Sure, I'll have to be patient, and I'm not quite ready for that. But I can give it a go. I can do something that isn't just imagining possible situations whilst in this room, whilst alone.
Bye for now, I'll never forget you. Bye for now, I wish I could stay.